Hey everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Minecraft. Today, as I mentioned, do this every time. Today, as I mentioned in the last episode, we are going to be doing some stuff around base here, but primarily, well, actually, there's not a whole lot to do around base at the moment. Yeah, so we got some dogs. We found our wolves last time. So I've got Pongo and Perdita? I forget how to say that. I got my breeding stock up in the corral still, and I've got a couple of dogs here. I've got Sirius, my dog, for traveling. He's over in the nether portal room. But we are going to go and do a little bit of building today, doing some pixel art to commemorate our donators for the channel. And what we're going to be doing... no, I don't want to mess with. I don't want to mess with the horse. What we're gonna do? Do you guys hear that crackle? Can you hear that in the recording? These chickens are out of control. Before we get going on the stuff today, I want to take a look at these guys because it is obscene. I've got to figure out. I'm totally maxed out. Let me just look at them. I'm gonna have to harvest them here in a minute. Pretty much subsisting on chicken at the moment, just because it's by far my most plentiful food source. And I've got, but I mean, look at this. So I've got a whole double chest just full of eggs. I'll have to put like another one down here. Actually, you know what? This might just still be a single chest. Yeah, I think so. I'll have to put a double chest in there, I think, because this chest is already full of eggs. I mean, look at that, I just picked up, look at all these eggs I just picked up by just standing there. That's just what was extra. So this is filling up. I need to do more killing is what I need to do. I need to do more killing and throw some more eggs out. But actually, I don't want any of this stuff in my inventory. But yeah, so chickens are out of control. Absolutely bonkers. Darn it. Got to figure out a better way for this system to work. Somehow, I've seen some chicken farms recently where with the new hoppers and droppers and everything, you can like feed them back up or something and have them shoot back out and create chickens automatically. Might try something like that at some point. But yeah. Oh, I did do some breeding of horses. I tried that out off camera between the last episode. So this is my new horse. I left the armor on our old horse, and this is really... There's nothing really special about this horse. It's pretty much the same as the horse I bred to get it. But I was testing it out and figured might as well just leave it. So I got this little puppy. He's got a black collar. I'm going to try and... Come on, get up. There we are. I'm going to try and keep the dog collars unique. So I'll get, what, 16 dogs or whatever, how many colors we have. And... shouldn't he be following us? There he is. Oh, he's swimming. Okay, good. So, yeah, just so we can tell the dogs apart. But today, we are going to go ahead and do some building. We're going to create some memorials to commemorate our donators. Both of the monuments we're going to do today are for some of my friends here on YouTube, Espresso Cat and Aaron Dearden. They both have channels similar to mine, but they both mostly do Pokemon. Well, I guess I take that back. Aaron pretty much exclusively does Pokemon. Espresso Cat actually has like a Zelda series and things like that running too. So pretty similar channels to mine. Update pretty frequently, and they're pretty big supporters of mine, and there also happen to be some donators. So I wanted to build a couple of monuments to them. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to start with, let's see, I've got on my other screen here, I've got the template for it. There we go. So we're actually going to start with Espresso Cat's monument. And so to commemorate both of these guys, since they both do a fair bit of Pokemon, and they're fans of my Pokemon series, I figured that I would make a monument to each of them based on their favorite Pokemon. So what we're going to do is we're going to start today, and actually, Pup, I'm going to need you right on out of the way. So come on down here. There we go. Oh. There you go. Sit on down. There you go. Good boy. So, let us quickly do this. So I can get back up here. So mainly what we are going to do is I picked out some little sprites from the official, art of the games. Basically, they are the little icons that you would typically see if you were to deposit a Pokemon in the box. So that's the smallest sprite I could find that really, you could still tell what was happening there. And so that's what we're going to start with. And I really... So basically, here's what we're going to do. We are going to... Let's start right... This is for my other one. So to start here, what we're going to do is we are going to build a little sprite of Absol, which is the Espresso Cat's favorite Pokemon. And let's see, I need the white wool and the gray wool, and that should be good for now. And so basically, I'm going to get started on that, and well, I'll get started here as we're going. And so basically, I've got this, little pixel art thing here on my other screen, and I'm just going to kind of go along and build that as we go. Should be fairly simple. I've already, let's see, I want to get the dirt out here for. I've already built each of these in my creative world. And I'm kind of just hoping that I've got enough wool. Didn't really do any serious calculation on that, so we'll see. If it ends up that I need more wool, we will stop, I will cut probably and go do some breeding well, not breeding, but I'll do some shearing of my little herd, and I'll probably do that obviously off camera. So. But basically what we're going to do here is I'm just going to kind of go along and... It should be dark gray. I'm going to go along, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going with this, and I will catch back up with you guys when this one... Let's say when this one is done. And then we'll move over to the other site, which I think is going to be over there. And we will start working on that one. That one's a little smaller, so it should be easier. Alright, see you guys in a minute. Alright, and there it is. So, I kind of really like that. It's perfect on this bridge, at least, and I thought it would be with that spot that I picked. So that's the Absol. That's our monument to the Espresso Cat. We're going to throw a sign on there at the end of the episode. So that's perfect. We'll see that every time we come across the bridge here. And the second space, you might be able to see the tiny torch flickering over there. We're going to put the other one over there on that hillside. And that one is going to be of Aaron's favorite Pokemon, which is Vaporeon. So both very similar body types. But yeah, so I went back and stocked back up on some stuff. That took considerably more wool than I guess was expecting. I should have, I guess, counted the pixels. But the thought of doing so bored me, so I didn't. But yeah, and it takes forever to build things in creative, or not in creative, in survival. When I did them in creative, it went much faster. But that's life, I guess. So yeah, I've got some torches on the back, so it'll be lit up from behind come nightfall. And I had built a bed to bring with us, and I made a little hole to sleep through the nights and stuff, just so you wouldn't have to worry about fighting bad guys. But let's head on over here to the other spot, and we'll get going on that one. So I think that you know, basically this is what I'm going to do for anybody who chooses to donate to the channel. One, if they've got some sort of channel themselves, like both of these guys happen to have, I will, you know, I will of course recognize that and, you know, give them a little bit of publicity there. You know, because if they're willing to help support me, I want to do the best I can to help support them. So that's what we're doing. So we'll put little signs here. I may put this world up for download at some point if people are interested. I feel like it was over here. Well, yes, here we are. Okay, but to start, since we're already looking at nightfall here, let me grab my pick. Do this. We're gonna make a little hovel here. And we will get our sleep on, and then we will get going on Aaron's Vaporeon here. There we are. Let me get the bed, torches, throw the door down. There we go. Some torches, throw the bed in. We've got a chest and a crafting bench too. Just make it feel a little homey. Mostly because I didn't want to carry around all the same stuff I had last time. Let's quickly sleep before any monsters spawn, I guess, and then we'll do our chests up real good. Alright. I'm going to switch over here. So get the Vaporeon up. Very good. Alright, so in the chest, let's see. I don't need this cobble or this wood. Put some of this stuff away just in case I get blown up or something. Oh, I want the... no, what am I doing? Put the spares away. Alright, actually I don't need any dark gray wool for this one. Alright, so let's quickly lay this out. So we got everything we need right on our bar. Perfect. We need torches out for the moment. Alright. So yeah. I think that basically, as I said before, this is what I'll do for, you know, anybody who chooses to take the time and money to donate to the channel. There's always things that I'm hoping to do that I don't necessarily have the expense or the money to incur that expense on my own. And so if people who like the channel want to you know, donate, I've created a PayPal to allow them to do that. And I greatly appreciate those who have chosen to do that, and I want to, you know, both show my thanks, and if I can, you know, if they've got their own kind of deal going on here, then I'd like to support them as much as I'm able to. So I figure one of the things I wanted to do with this channel was kind of something I'd seen other people do. Mostly they're Minecraft people, so I mainly, this is the reason I started the Minecraft series in reality. I mean, I like Minecraft and I wanted to play it, but I wanted to have a world available so we could do things like this. So basically, I think I'm going to start this guy right here. And the Vaporeon is thankfully a good deal smaller than the Absol, so this shouldn't take me quite as long. But it's still a pretty big, you know, for these tiny little sprites that they've got in the game, they sure do take up a considerable amount of space. I've done some full-size sprites before, well, full-size I should say. You know, I've done like Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Red, White, or Red and Blue, sprites before, because in Minecraft, just because they tend to contain less pixels than the more modern sprites do. I think they what used to be. They used to be 16 by 16, maybe? That's probably completely wrong. I don't remember. They used to be smaller, though, than the modern sprites are. And actually, that is wrong. So I've done those full-size sprites before from those older games when the sprites were smaller. But I figured for this, I mean, look how cool that looks. You can definitely tell that's an Absol. It's a smaller little sprite. And I figured that was probably the best way to do it because people may have favorite Pokemon if they choose to donate, and we've got to do more of these in the future. People may have favorite, Pokemon or video game characters in general. If you're not a fan of Pokemon and you're a fan of this series or something, maybe pick your favorite item from the game and I'll create something out of it. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. Right now, my most popular series is my Hexathlok, my Pokemon series. And so I anticipate that, that's probably going to be the one where these people are coming from, typically. But, yeah. Alright, I gotta figure out where I'm at now. Talking and doing this is difficult. So let's see. We got this, and then we got that. Especially, it's a little laggy. Then we got that. Then we got this and this, which should. Yep, should do that. Alright. So then we need. Nope. Perfect. And that'll give us one of these right here. And one of those right there. And alrighty, so these are the feet. And you know what? I am going to do this off camera again. The episode's already getting longer. And so I'll do this real quick because this is going to take a while probably. And then we will come back and we'll put the signs up. And then we will probably call it a day. So I will catch back up with you guys in just a minute. Alrighty, see you guys in a minute. Alright everyone, we are done and it is time for the grand reveal. If it'll load in. There we go. So let's take a couple more steps, see if we can't get our Absol to come in. There we go. I had to, I'm recording this the next day, I ran out of time. But yeah, so I think these work pretty well. I was thinking about originally putting them like right here along the bridge, so like you were encased by them, but I thought that would kind of, they're kind of big. If we had a couple more to put in, it might become way too crowded and really just block the view in both directions. And so I wanted to put them a little more organically around the map, and I think this works pretty well. But yeah, so there's our little Vaporeon to thank Erin for her donation, and there's the Espresso Cat's Absol. So what we're going to do is, as I mentioned before, we're going to throw some signs here. And I had like 5 blocks of gold in my chest, and I think I'm going to replace these later with a redstone lamp or something. Something that'll provide some light. Ooh, that's a hole. Something that'll provide some light. But for now, and I'm just going to leave this horse right here. For now, I think this will be good, because I don't have any glowstone at all. So I'm going to put this block here, and then I'm going to throw a sign right on top. And so this is going to be the Espresso Cat. So that's the name of the donator. Then I'm going to put, because they also have YouTube channels, I'll put that information here too, just to thank them in case you guys want to go over and watch some great videos. The Espresso Cat does a lot of Pokemon, but he also does some Zelda and some other things, so he's not exclusively Pokemon. And his stuff's really entertaining. Right now he's in the middle of, well, he's in the middle of a lot of things. He he does hunts for shinies in Pokemon. He also is in the middle of a 17th century Nuzlocke, which is an interesting rule. Oh, I am all turned around here. Well, there's our report, and that's where we want to go. A 17th century Nuzlocke where he's running through, I believe, Storm Silver, so the Drowna hack, and he's got his moves, or a rule set that restricts even. That was bad. Restricts even further what he's able to use. So things that weren't really around in the 17th century, he's not able to use. So he can't use, electric types and some other stuff like that. It's a pretty cool run. Drowna hacks are always interesting, and I think the rule set and just the Espresso Cat's commentary is pretty great on that. So if you're interested, feel free to check him out, and you can back the video up to see the link to his channel there. Alright. You stay there, horse. And for this one, I guess I'll throw it right here. And throw the sign on top. Alright, so I'm only using Erin's full name, and I'm not even sure if this is her real name, but this is the name of the name of her YouTube channel. So I'm assuming, like, if normally people would send me a donation and it would provide the full name, I wouldn't make that public. But since this is the name of her public channel, I'll assume it's okay. And youtube.com/strawberrykey is the actual link. And Erin also, she is, I believe, exclusively Pokemon on her channel. I think she's got some other things, but for her Let's Plays, pretty much exclusively Pokemon. And she's actually got a new channel that's coming out soon. She's in the middle of a... Actually, let's quickly sleep. I think I left this stuff, didn't I? Yeah. She's got a new channel that's coming out once she completes her current run, because I think she's using her personal channel right now and is deciding that she'd, rather have a unique channel for doing this. So once her... Actually, let's clean this stuff out while we're talking. Once her current run is done, she's going to be starting a new channel, so I'll provide that information once that happens. Yeah, so she's got a bunch of great stuff. She's in the middle of she's doing something very similar to what I'm doing, I guess, in that she's kind of come up with a Nuzlocke variant of her own. For Pokemon. Again, I guess that should be clear because this isn't a Pokemon series, but the Nuzlocke is a Pokemon challenge, and on this channel I'm running a variant of that called the Hexathlock, and that's a variant of my own design. Erin's doing something very similar on her channel where she's running a variant of her own design called the Order Lock, and in that she has a crazy rule set where pretty much all the decision making is taken completely out of her hands, and she kind of, if she's got 6 Pokemon on her team and she catches a 7th, she's got to dump the first Pokemon in her party, which she's never allowed to change the order of. The Pokemon in her party have to be in the order she catches them, so she starts every battle with the first Pokemon in her party, whether they're weak or not to that battle. And if she catches a 7th Pokemon, she's got to retire the first Pokemon. And same with their moves. She's got to keep the moves in the order that they learn them and all that kind of stuff. So it's really a very interesting variant for playing through. Something that I probably don't have the stomach for, because that would just drive me crazy, having to get rid of my strongest Pokemon if I catch another one and things like that. So, but it's very interesting to watch. And she's braver than I am going into it. She's also doing a Drowna hack, actually, and yeah, she's braver than I am going into that thing. I don't want to say unprepared, but just taking those kind of decisions out of her hands. She's always having to put a new Pokemon on her team and train it up. And the last episode I watched, and I think I'm one behind. I need to get over there and watch her most recent episode. But the last episode I watched, she lost like half of her team in one battle, and so she's got 3 brand new Pokemon on her team. And so she's got to train them up and things like that. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to accomplish for today. I really like how this turned out, and you guys let me know what you think, if you guys have any opinion on it. But I think this will be good. If we get some more donators, you know, it's a wide world here, so we can, and we're going to be branching out here soon to do some things. I know for a fact I want to get out here. We found that zombie spawner a couple episodes ago in the desert there, well, over there probably, and I'd like to build kind of an XP grinder there. I've got my enchanting table all set up and everything, so it's being slow loading in right now, but that's probably because it just unloaded. But yeah, so I think that looks good. You can clearly tell that's a Vaporeon and that's an Absol, so their favorite Pokemon. And I think it fits well into the landscape. It's not too obtrusive, so yeah. And we'll do that again for anybody who chooses to donate. I don't expect that will be a vast number of people or anything, but you know, if we do get any more, then we will commemorate them as well by putting them out in our world somewhere. And if if they don't like Pokemon, then we will find some other video game sprite or something that, if they're crazy for Minecraft, we will, maybe I'll build an axe or something out in the world, or just, whatever they want. I had talked to both Espresso Cat and Aaron to figure out what their favorite Pokemon was, so, because I knew they were fans of the Pokemon series. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Next time, I've been itching to try the Nether out again, so I'm going to probably do some mining or something in between now and then. Get some, well, I'll probably just do iron armor, actually, so I'll probably be able to build that from what I've got. I don't want to risk taking diamond armor into the Nether, because it would take me forever to get that amount of diamonds, and then I would, be losing my only supply of it once I tumble off into lava or something, so, we will do that next time. So we've got our Nether portal already. I tried in one episode that I mentioned already and failed miserably to conquer our Nether, so, but I wasn't very well equipped. I don't even know that I had this leather armor on. Well, I didn't have this leather armor on, but I'm not even sure that I had enchanted armor. I'm not even sure I was wearing armor, to be honest with you. I kind of just went for it, because I was thinking, well, the only real bad guy before a fortress is a ghast. Anyway, I was being dumb, and I will talk more about that next time. But thank you guys for watching, and please, if you've got interest in video games or Pokemon, or just watching videos with entertaining commentary, go check out Aaron and the Espresso Cat. I'll put links to their channels in the description, because both of their stuff is very good. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.